A key theme that keeps emerging amongst these videos is that most financial pressure does not arrive suddenly. It accumulates quietly. One subscription, one convenience upgrade, one financing payment, one delivery service, one recurring commitment at a time. And eventually, the structure becomes expensive to maintain. Not because of one large decision, but because small recurring outflows compound through time. The cash flow statement introduced in another video in this season is one of the most revealing tools in personal finance, because eventually cash reveals behavior. Every recurring obligation creates future cash flow dependence. And many households slowly transition from flexible structures into committed structures, where increasing portions of future income are already spoken for. Individually, most recurring expenses appear small, but structurally, they matter enormously. Because recurring outflows do not simply reduce cash, they increase lifestyle rigidity, which means the household gradually develops higher fixed cost dependence, and this directly increases degree of lifestyle leverage, or our DLL metric. Because the more fixed the structure becomes, the more sensitive net income becomes to changes in income. One of the most important lessons in personal finance is this: households often fail through liquidity deterioration first, not necessarily through income collapse, because recurring obligations slowly reduce available adaptive capacity. This means many households appear stable externally, while internally their liquidity systems are already weakening. Modern financial systems are increasingly designed to remove friction, and frictionless systems often increase consumption frequency, which means convenience itself can quietly create behavioral leverage. Because the easier spending becomes, the more automatic the outflows become. And eventually, the household system begins operating with less intentionality and more automatic pressure propagation. The most dangerous aspect of recurring outflows is not the spending itself. It is the gradual erosion of optionality. Because every recurring obligation quietly reduces future adaptive freedom. And eventually, the household becomes increasingly dependent upon maintaining the current structure, which means small recurring cash leaks eventually become structural fragility. And an example of this could be that you maintain the structure that continues to put you in a renting situation where you don't actually ever get the optionality of buying a home. So the most important insight from this episode is this: financial fragility often develops gradually, and the cash flow statement, liquidity ratios, contribution income statement, and degree of lifestyle leverage eventually reveal whether the household system is becoming more adaptive or more rigid. Because eventually small recurring behaviors become financial structure, and structure determines future flexibility. In the next episode, we'll explore surplus conversion efficiency, how financially resilient households preserve surplus, deploy capital intentionally, build liquidity, reduce fragility, and expand future optionality through time. Because earning surplus is only the beginning. What matters is what the system does with it.